the DLNR were the FBI, we'd be calling this next story the Most Wanted Report.
Tonight, the agency releasing their top 10 list of invasive species. KITV4's Brenton Awad joining us now with more. Brenton.
Yunji, that list came out today. We've seen these problems that the pests and plants have caused, from causing pets to go blind to trees falling on and crushing homes. Now, some of these problems the state has a handle on, and others are still out of control.
They're not armed, but they are dangerous. Fire ants, rhino beetles, and coqui frogs are just 3 of the 10 species that make up the DLNR's top 10 list. Combined, the plants and animals make up what state lawmakers call the single greatest threat to Hawaii's economy.
Hawaii is, the endangered species capital of the world, as well as the poster child for invasive species.
Roughly 20 to 25 new alien species get into the state every year. That's according to the Department of Agriculture. Of that number, half of those pests become problems.
Some of these can be a huge problem, like with little fire ant. If that was stopped right in the beginning when it first showed up and someone had found it early, it wouldn't have gotten to be the problem it is now.
Fortunately, there's good news. Because of the community's help, the little fire ant outbreak in Mililani has been nearly eradicated. State officials hope that residents will continue to work hand in hand with them in the battle against these invasive species.
So we're hoping that people will stop to think about, what these species impact, how these species impact their day-to-day lives, and potentially get involved.
Here's a list. Joining those little fire ants, coconut rhinoceros beetles, and coqui frogs are rats, mongoose, strawberry guava, myconia, fireweed, invasive algae, and albizia trees.
Albizia, huge problem, as you're aware. They're everywhere. They're on all the islands, and they're very widespread.
There's also no affordable way of getting rid of them. Ag officials are currently trying to solve that problem, whether it be finding a bug to introduce in the environment or a disease.
Biocontrol, we're looking at a natural enemy that we can bring in that's going to attack only albizia and nothing else.
Now, one pest that didn't make the list, but is still a major problem, is the coffee berry borer. Ag officials told us that it's such a big issue that they might put a quarantine on Oahu. That recommendation is going in front of a Board of Agriculture meeting tomorrow for a decision. Back to you.